Sometimes I wonder about my little sister. This one time, my mom had asked me to babysit her, so my little sister and I were sitting on the couch and we were watching a movie. My sister told me she was hungry, and she was like 2 at the time, so she just said chopped words like hungry, hungry. And so I went into the kitchen to make dinner, and then all of a sudden I just hear her scream, a blood-curdling scream. So I drop everything, I run into the living room, and I'm all like, what's wrong, ready to square up with someone trying to hurt my sister. She just looks at me with this psychotic little grin, and then she's like, I got you. 2 years old, they usually just say little chopped sentences, but she said that so clearly. I was a little caught off guard, and I had just watched some scary movie about this little kid being possessed, so I was a little bit like, what's going on? And I just went back in to finish cooking dinner. Well, then she just walks into the kitchen and she said, Danny, and I turned around like, what? She said, there's a man in the hallway. I had never been so scared in my life. I just froze. Like, it was like time slowed down. I ended up just slowly walking into the hallway with a butter knife because that's all I had. There's no one there. Now, I don't know why I'm believing my little sister, but I'm kind of paranoid at this point because, I've heard stories about how little kids see ghosts and stuff like that. I was playing with her and all of a sudden she just stopped dead in her tracks and said, baby, on the wall. I just was like, okay, whatever. It was about 3 a.m. and I was studying a little bit late. And I heard her crying. I went into her room, and then she said, the man in the closet. And I did not open the closet because I've watched enough scary movies to know that, you only do that if you have a death wish. So I just kind of grabbed my sister. I'm like, okay, how about you sleep in my room tonight? She's like, I want to stay with the man. She is 2. These are the only times she speaks, clearly. When she's saying something weird like that, stay with the man. And my parents, they think it's just normal 2-year-old stuff, but one time last week, we were watching Trolls. When they were, put the trolls in, the pots and stuff, she just started laughing sadistically. I have never heard such a psychotic and malicious laugh come from a toddler. And then, so spoiler alert, when the trolls escaped and everyone was happy, she just looked so disappointed. I don't know what's up with my sister, but I still love her though.